Hello everyone, I am the Grand Cat and welcome to our second part of our unboxing videos for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or TMNT. This is the Best Action Raphael, and we've already done the Leonardo. So if you missed Leonardo, make sure to check out the first episode, because that will go over a lot of the posability and all the accessories. This one, Raphael, we're going to do a little bit quicker. Since the figures are largely the same, just different accessories and of course different colours. Raphael was always my favourite as a child, although as we became older, Leonardo started becoming more of the... I think it's more just because Leonardo got better storylines and development, especially in the comics. Although, not sure. But certainly the original cartoons when I was a very, very young Grand Kitten as opposed to Grand Cat. Certainly Raphael was my favourite of the figures. I think largely because I didn't want to be too mainstream and like, you know, the main character. Leonardo was kind of the main character. I mean, the episodes all had their own shows, their own different character traits. So we're just going to cut this right open, just like we did for the Leonardo. And I'm well aware that if I wanted, I could just cut the sellotape and then that should just pull aside, but I'm not keeping these boxes. Best Action figures tend to be a little bit cheaper, so I don't mind. This one comes with a similar backdrop to the Leonardo one, apart from it says Raphael, and it's all red, but it does have those line drawings there of all the different characters, which is pretty cool to see actually. I do really like what they've done with the box art. And let us jump right in to the Best Action Raphael. So interestingly, this one has a different Best Action image or sticker. I don't think it is a sticker, I think it's just a little decal. But there we are. That's interesting. Hang on, let me just compare that to the previous one. Yeah, there we go. So this is the one that came with Leonardo, and this is the one that came with Raphael. So is one of these like a special edition or something? If there is such a thing, let me know in the comments below, because I'm quite curious. So Raphael, here he is. I expect this is going to be an almost identical mould to Leonardo. So we're not going to go over all the posabilities and things because we did that in the previous episode. Instead, I'm just going to loosen up these by just bending them all once, just to make sure that everything does indeed work. We do have the butterfly joints as well, and of course the shoulders are on those ball sockets. So, very cool, everything seems to work. Once again, the shell feels a little bit dodgy. It seems to move, which I feel like it shouldn't. It feels like it's constantly threatening to come off, which I don't like the feel of that at all. How does he stand? May have to twist the leg just a little bit there. Just give him a little bit more grip, and works perfectly fine. So he comes with an alternate head. This alternate head is different to the Leonardo one. It's different face sculpt. But I think the standard one, you're just the mouth closed, is exactly the same as the Leonardo one. In fact, actually, we can do a quick comparison. We do have both here, and there you can see that I think it is identical. It's obviously just the colour change for the red mask instead of the blue mask. Now, as the colours are exactly the same, I think the hands are also going to be the exact same. So I think the hands are probably interchangeable as well, but there's no point because they are exactly the same. You have the closed fist, you have the open grip, the same with Leonardo, and you have the same with the other side as well. And once again, I think we're going to be having Raphael holding the size this time. He does additional things. He comes with a kunai. That is not in focus. Hang on. Focus, please, camera. So the side doesn't have any great detail on it. My goodness, the camera's shaking. It's got a little bit of like kind of cloth thing at the top, but it's not painted. It is a soft plastic. It also comes with a basic shuriken as well. This is kind of reminiscent of the 1987 Playmates figures. They did come with that little weapon selection part. So this is the backpack. Leonardo came with one of these as well, but this is obviously made for the size. Now the size make a lot more sense. With the Leonardo, the swords, they went too far back. So that was a bit of a mistake. But once again, these are slightly cheaper figures, so we can't blame them too much. They are not, you know, £200 strong collectibles figures. And there are the size. The size are pretty cool, pretty basic, very, very basic amount of colour involved, but they do exactly what they are supposed to. So let's try putting on the back accessory first. So is there an up and down to this? I think it goes that way. And then this should just press in, like so. Okay, that pressed in a lot easier than Leonardo's one did. You can see there that it does, there's a tiny little bit of gap of space there. Again, whenever I push this, the shell moves, and I really don't like the feeling of that. And let's try putting the size in. And there we go. That's pretty cool. Although with Raphael, the size didn't go in the back. In the original cartoon series, they were more in the front. So I guess doing something like that would be more closer to being, you know, true to the original cartoon. But we work with what the manufacturers give us. So we're going to swap over the head. So the head was quite a bit of a problem with Leonardo. Required quite a bit of strength, as does this one. Hang on, I'll take it off screen just a second. Just to pop this off. There we go. Like I said, it's just one solid piece there. We're going to put this head on to give it a bit more attitude, a bit more pose. And we're going to have to use a bit of strength here. So the main problem with this is when we are trying to put the head in, we don't want to put too much grip on the shell here, because you see the shell actually does move up and down, which does concern me because I don't want that breaking off. So the head isn't entirely on yet. As you can see, it all just pops off. So you need to use a little bit more strength to just push this on here, preferably without breaking the figure. That would be good. But the shell is making it very, very difficult because it's nigh impossible to grab the figure without touching the shell. Unfortunately, we currently have a headless Raphael, so it's not like I can exactly go back to not having the figure. I'm putting the arm like this now. I'm trying to grip it like this and then push the head on like so to try and push that in. But again, I'm being very, very careful with this back area here. I've only actually just noticed that this one has a bit of a side part here. So this one has like a very, very small side posability part. I'm going to have to go and check if Leonardo has that, because I didn't pick up on that the first time. I think the neck is, I think the head is now on there. But let me just take a quick look at Leonardo. And yeah, Leonardo also has the same part here. That's pretty cool. I didn't notice that the first time round. It goes to show you. I'm learning as all of you are learning at the same time. Although a majority of you probably already knew about that and were telling me in the comments of the previous video, and I was not aware because I recorded all these in a row. So let's remove these hands and we'll put in the gripping hands. Well, this is a mistake. they've actually given me 2 closed fist hands here, which definitely isn't supposed to happen. That is certainly a mistake. So you can see there that what we have is 2 closed fists when we are supposed to have the closed fist and the open fist over here, which means that Raphael will only be able to grip one of the size. Well, that's a problem. That was not what I intended to do. I was going to have all the turtles holding their weapons, but is there any way to... Nope, absolutely not. Okay, can he hold it with this hand? Can we do something to try and make this work? Kind of. Not really. Okay, let me see here. Once again, we work with what we've got. That is the motto, you know. So if we do something like that, then the sai looks a little bit bent. It's not exactly perfect at all. What if I do something like that? That doesn't look very good either. Okay. Can I get him to hold it like this? Does that work? Okay, that is not terrible. Okay, we can work with that. Sure. Let's try that then. We'll see if we can make that into a pose for the figure. And the other hand, so we have our one gripping hand here, and this eye should just shove in nice and easily. There's a little bit more at the hilt there, which is fine because it means that this eye should stick in place. So if we do something like that, and then we just remove this hand, like so, and then replace this one here. And there we go. So, how do we get that hand to work for us is the question. So, we might have to do a similar pose to what Leonardo had. What if we do something like along the lines of this? We want to curve the sai right in here, position this around, move the sai up, and then what if we bend this one in just a little bit and try to make this shoulder look a little bit more presentable. Actually, well, what if we do it this way? It's not easy to find a good way to present this. What if we do something along the lines of this? Something along the lines of this, maybe? Maybe more like that. Maybe turn the hand a little bit. Maybe turn the sai so it's more like this. Bring the head down, bring the head around. Maybe something like that. It's not exactly perfect. But then I don't think we're going to get perfection with this. But there, I think that is about the best we're going to get for him. So I might try and mess around with it a little bit off camera. I don't think the accessories are going to be of much use here. Does the Sai even fit in here? Or the Kunai even? No. Or the other direction? No, it's just a little bit too big. And the Shuriken isn't going to do anything, unfortunately. Oh, there's a bit of blur there. That doesn't really work, so I think these are just going to be left off to the side. I'm going to have to go with something along the lines of that. What if we maybe do something, you know, sort of what is referred to as the Shawn Michaels pose, with the much more lower down kind of mannerism. Need to bring this back a little bit and actually move the head, or the ankle even, sorry. There we go. I think that kind of works. That looks like a kind of cool pose, considering what we had to work with. So there we go, folks. That is our Raphael, which can stand alongside our Leonardo from the previous video. And in the next video, I think we're going to use Donatello, and then we're going to move on to Michelangelo. So I hope you join us for that. And if you enjoy this video, give us a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these videos go up. And we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.